All right, y'all. We trying it again. I hope this time it works. What you think? Let's see if anybody come in. If they can follow us from the last thing. Let us know once you come in if you can hear us, because I don't want to do a whole show and can't nobody hear us. If you hear us, let us know.
You gotta see people come in.
That's what I'm saying. If you come in, that means you got the notification.
It'll keep, even if you start over, it notifies.
Yeah, it's like a new line.
What is my phone doing?
I don't know. It's like a new thing. Let's see. And now it's on your hotspot where it went out like that. I don't understand it.
You said the phone went out. It went on some updates.
I know, but even after that, why was it slow? They was buffering before that.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They had a problem before that. All right. So anyway, Giuliani, three of Donald Trump's key election lawyers, Rudy Giuliani, Sidney Powell, and Jenna Ellis, surrendered Wednesday on charges in the Georgia election subversion case. The scene of Giuliani, the former New York City mayor and notable former federal prosecutor, walking into the Fulton County Jail is another amazing moment in the ongoing investigation into Trump and his efforts to overturn the 2020 election defeat. They said he was fingerprinted and he had to take a mugshot.
Mm-hmm. That's what you do when you are accused of a crime. So, and she did give them until this week.
Giuliani was charged with 13 crimes, including breaking the state's racketeering act. Can you believe this? And this is something he perfected.
He put in place. Yes. He helped perfect it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see.
And it's coming back to bite him in the butt.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. You see anybody coming out in?
Mm-mm.
Let's wait. Because I don't even know if it sent out any notifications. May not be able to finish the show, y'all. I know. Anybody, if you can hear us or see us, say something. Because we don't know. We don't even know if we on or not.
I thought you could tell on your computer that we're on or not. Or your phone.
Let me see here. Let me go on Facebook. If I'm on Facebook, then that means I'm on. We said if we on. I don't see anybody commenting, so I don't know. I don't see anybody commenting, so I don't know. All right. So we on. All right. I had to see if anybody commented.
Gosh.
That means it's not on. It hasn't put it out through Facebook. I mean through
But
YouTube.
it's live now.
Yeah, so that means I'll just record it and keep going, y'all.
Okay.
All right, I'm moving on. I don't care about Giuliani or vampire. Okay.
I don't know why you call him vampire.
He looks like a vampire.
Okay.
Everybody and their mama thought Haley Bailey is pregnant.
Why? Did she have a little puff on her stomach or something?
This is how I know people. See, I'm too close to this story. Because I watch DDG every day.
Do you see being too close? Did you see maybe why they thought that?
Yes, but they reported, and this tells me how people, you got a pen. This tells me how people report stories wrong. They don't report it correctly.
There was a story that needed to be reported and they got it wrong.
Haley Bailey, DDG went away with his family on a vacation. Okay. And she always goes with them. Haley always goes with them when they go away because she's close to the family now. His brother Doug has his own show. And on his show, he was filming, and you can see Haley come through the door in the background and walk. She had on loose-fitting clothes, and she was kind of wobbling. So everybody said she was pregnant and said they reviewed the tape 100 times. You can tell she's pregnant. You know she's pregnant. I can't stand DDG. He knew while he was filming on his show.
So they done built up a whole storyline.
I told you he's no good. He wanted people to see she was pregnant. That's why he filmed his show with her coming through the door. First of all, it wasn't his show.
Right.
It was Doug's show. And if you watched his show, on his show, Hallie and him are racing in the pool. And she has on a bathing suit. She's obviously not pregnant.
So how are the people picking up this information?
They reported it wrong because they said it was his show. They said he was trying to show. The people reported on all the blogs and stuff.
So that was their comments about it.
That she's pregnant.
Which was wrong information.
That he's using her. That he put it on his show. He knew she was going to walk through the door. And that it would show that she's pregnant without him saying anything.
So people misinterpret that video, her in the background, and then that was their narrative. Everybody had that same narrative.
Yes.
Oh, she must be pregnant.
Yes.
Oh, she's pregnant. Look at her. Look at her wobble. Look at her dress. Look what she got on.
And to make comments about him.
But it wasn't the news.
Right. It was blogs.
It wasn't TMZ.
And to make comments about him being no good.
Right. Well, you said they don't like him.
But why make up
So they're
stuff?
waiting in the woodworks to find things on him.
Yes.
Which I don't know why they wouldn't like him for that, because that means he's a baby's daddy.
Right.
So you need to like him because she's gonna be with him probably forever.
To know him is the type of person he would probably be a good father because he's not a bad guy. So just leave it alone. I know y'all don't like DDG. Leave it alone.
I see now why a lot of entertainers and athletes they try to be private.
You have
because
to be.
if you are seen with anything on or at a place or just anything, people will make their own. They will create their own narrative about you in that situation. So some people try to stay out of social media or out of ways where cameras are on them. But I think she probably needs to be careful.
But the fact that you
not to be in the videos when his brother is filming.
Well, even if she is, the fact
that this what happened.
They took a video from his brother with her walking through the background. It's not even his video.
But they see this what would happen.
But then if you actually did watch his video, you would see she's not pregnant.
I guess too, if it doesn't matter to them, that it's a lie that's being spread, because a lie will spread quicker than the truth. You're right. Just keep living, keep moving, keep in your bathing suit. The next one, and they'll go. I thought she was. Hopefully, it won't be no negative like did she take the baby? Did she abort or whatever? But you're gonna always get narratives like this as an entertainer.
All right, now we talked about Russia a little bit. And we talked about Putin. Well, remember that guy.
Comb over wishes to be.
Remember that guy who tried to do a coup against Putin. He tried to bring up some mercenaries and take over a certain part of Russia.
And he didn't succeed. You got to do it first before it happens to you.
Well, he's an idiot. That's not going to happen like that. It's never going to happen like that.
Whatever.
And the people who are mega people want our country to turn into that. They want Trump to be the one.
Take him down.
Yeah, they want him to be Putin.
Trump, get him back.
No, that's not going to happen.
We'll help you. We'll help you.
So this mercenary guy, it says Russian agency says mercenary leader, I can't say his name, Prigozhin, whatever, was aboard a plane that crashed, leaving no survivors. The mercenary leader, that guy who tried to do a coup against Putin, who led a brief armed rebellion against the Russian military earlier this year, was presumed dead Wednesday after a plane crash north of Moscow that killed 10 people on board. He was on the plane, according to the Russian. We don't even know really if he was on the plane. He could still be alive. We don't know.
That's true.
Russia's Civil Aviation Agency, which cited that with the airline, the crash immediately raised suspicions since the fate of the founder of his Wagner private military company has been the subject of intense speculation ever since he mounted the mutiny. At the time, President Vladimir Putin denounced the rebellion as treason and a stab in the back and vowed to avenge it. But the charges against this guy were soon dropped.
Okay.
What does that mean? They think Putin is going to be, the charges
we'll drop the charges because we want you to go walk away free so we can get you. So I can get you another way.
He had some of the best troops who were the best fighting forces of Russia and Ukraine, which allowed to retreat to Belarus while reportedly popping up in Russia from time to time. The crash also comes after Russian media reported that a top general linked to this guy was dismissed from his position as commander of the Air Force. So the plane had no survivors. It was 10 people. I said earlier when I heard this story, my mother had told me this story, I wouldn't be anywhere near him. If you're an enemy of Putin, I'm nowhere near you. I'm not on your plane. I'm not eating with you. Nothing.
I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't on that plane. Right?
He may not be.
He may not have been on that plane. They got to really find the body.
Now, what do you think Joe Biden says? Knowing who Joe Biden is.
When they asked him about it?
Yeah. What do you think Joe Biden said?
I don't know. I have no idea.
I don't know for a fact what happened, but I'm not surprised. U.S. President Joe Biden said.
Okay. Oh, like how we are saying.
Right.
Why would we be surprised that anyone that goes against Putin and the leadership that he's in, they come up not living anymore or they disappear? So
it says,
because you can't say alleged, you have to say allegedly.
Multiple individuals have changed their name to this guy as part of his efforts to obfuscate his travels. So several people changed their name so that they probably wouldn't know which one was him. It don't matter. All of y'all. Why would you change your name to his name? He gonna get rid of all of y'all, the real ones and the fake ones.
But then that'll show that if they're trying, if everybody that has his name is taken out, then it eventually. And even if we all see before our eyes that Putin is causing this to happen, what can we do?
Right.
So
we don't know.
Because in China, same thing with leadership there. If you speak anything against China, you disappear.
So it's suspicious. All right.
Because the Bronx got the butt of it, but he didn't care.
What time is it?
6:54.
All right. Let me do the donkey of the day. What, Ma? All right. So we'll do the donkey of the day.
Okay.
You always want to know who Charlemagne the God's donkey of the day is. Larry Elder fused with Charlemagne the God over Biden's "You Ain't Black" line. Should have been a wake-up call. Larry Elder, you remember who Larry Elder is? Conservative guy. He was one of the ones that's running for Republican president.
Okay.
He didn't make enough to get them to be on the
he was
thing.
The one that I was looking at that said there's another black man, Kim.
So he went on the Breakfast Club.
Okay.
And he was giving out a lot of statistics about why black people are horrible and all this other stuff. I always say he gives out the things of why we
blankets.
He's like those conservative black people that have all the statistics about why black people do more crimes and all this stuff. But yet, when the other side shows statistic that it's not true or whatever, somehow their statistic is right and the other statistics is wrong. For some reason, like we can't look with our own eyes and see what's going on. They don't believe in systemic racism. They don't believe that there's some law or system set up for you to fail as a black person. They think that that's all in your head. Everything is in our head. Even the stuff we see. Remember, these are the ones that tried to explain away January 6th and said that those were peaceful people that just came to see the statues in the Capitol building. Even though our own eyes, we can see stuff.
They was physically doing stuff with their foot and their hands.
These are the same people, including Larry Elder, who takes up for Trump. Charlemagne pretty much said, so you don't see anything that this man has done wrong. No,
he don't.
No, he don't see anything. In other words, he wants to be a cabinet member of Donald Trump.
Wow. Is he conservative like?
But he's conservative like
Scott, Tim Scott.
Yeah, Tim Scott, and then the bobblehead ones like Candace Owens. A lot of these guys that's on YouTube that's black and conservative that pull yourself up by your own bootstrap kind of guys. Even though we all know that, but they have some reason in their mind to think that there's nothing in a higher level that's against them. But they believe it. Hold on. They believe it for Trump.
But maybe they have to have an Amorosa moment.
She had to get dragged out of the White House to understand
that has to happen to a Larry Elder.
That's why I like Colin Powell. Yeah. Colin Powell was conservative, but he also had common sense and he could see stuff.
Yeah.
These guys and dumb bobbleheads.
McCain before he passed away.
He saw it. But it's always the bobblehead. There's white people who are conservative who agree.
Yeah.
Whereas some black people who are conservative don't, and they put all their backing behind Trump. But anyway,
I appreciate it if you were like how you were saying, if you are a person like you use Colin Powell as an example and McCain's wife, if you are a person that is strong, that is strongly supporting that political party, but you do recognize wrong when you see wrong.
Or recognize you want to get rid of affirmative action at Harvard, but you don't want to get rid of the legacy. Both of them are not looking at just the person's merit. Be consistent. That's all I'm saying. If you're going to say something, be consistent. Larry Elder is not consistent. He don't believe in systemic racism. I mean, places in the high courts or whatever, or the police department, or the judicial system, or the recidivism, or the prison, anything.
Okay.
Black, but you believe that the Department of Justice is coming after Trump. That don't make sense. So you do believe that they can arm certain things to come after groups and after people.
Because they're coming after him, according to you.
But why one thing you believe in and the other one you don't?
Because
that's what I'm saying.
Because it's not black.
Because it's so then he went on the Breakfast Club, and I guess the conservative black people, he schooled Charlemagne. Oh, he made the Breakfast Club fiddle. It was thousands and thousands of people writing in. I'm glad a black man finally got on there and came after all these black people who said that it's the system is keeping them down and this and that and the other. Well, apparently today, Larry Elder is suing the Republican National Conference or Convention.
Why?
Because they didn't allow him on the stage tonight.
To debate?
To debate because he didn't qualify.
Yeah.
And he said he did qualify. And they said, no, you didn't. So Charlemagne said, do you think that was a system trying to keep you down, or did you qualify or did you not qualify? Which one? I'm unsure. Do you think they don't like you? Is that why they don't want you there? So that means there are systems that can be in place to keep you out of there. So, but no, he said, Larry said, just work hard and you can get what you want. So Charlemagne said, maybe you should have worked harder and you would have got on the debate tonight. And maybe all those 40,000 and 50,000 people that put comments under our section should have given you $1. And you would have earned the money to get on the stage tonight.
You would have qualified to be on the debate.
So rather use that platform like he was supposed to come on there so he could get on the debate. He should have been on there begging, asking everybody to give $1
to help me get to
you want to debate with Charlemagne and them about black people working hard. Well, you should have worked harder then.
So what was this,
Mr. Cowboy? So he gets donkey of the day for not working harder, not pulling himself up by his own bootstraps. This is just his name. Not pulling himself up. This nothing.
Oh, that's not the thing they were talking about?
No, but not pulling yourself up by your own bootstraps. You should get donkey of the day. That's what that donkey of the day was for.
Because I was reading the title and I said, did he say anything about
when he was on, this is about when he was on the show, and he was right. Larry Elder was right. When Biden was on there and Biden said you ain't black if you don't vote for me. Charlemagne and them should have ripped him apart when he said that. And they didn't. And Larry Elder was right on that. That part he was right. I agree with.
Right.
You let this white man come on your platform and tell you you're not black if you don't vote for me. Why should we vote for you?
Okay. Same thing.
Who are you that we should vote for? Because you who? Because you're a Democrat? We don't like you either.
What is Larry Elder's platform? Why we should vote for him when he was running? What makes him different? No, what makes him different?
Oh, he gave his little thing. It wasn't nothing worth nothing. It wasn't nothing different than anybody else standing on that.
Because why would I vote for you versus Tim Scott if I had to pick a black man?
Thank you. Y'all got the same platform. What makes you different than Tim Scott?
Thank you. So
that's the difference.
Like Larry and Tim, I want to vote for a black person, Republican. And I really want to support.
And Herschel Walker not in there.
And I really need to hear what are the differences in your platform, because I want to vote for a black candidate to be the Republican representative. I want to hear both of them and what they would say. But you say you don't qualify anyway.
Where Larry lost me is when Charlemagne asked him, "Is there anything about Trump you don't like?" He couldn't name nothing. Get out of here, you
disrespectful to women.
You a flunky. You are a Trump flunky. Get off the air. I would have respected him more if he was a black conservative who came on there and stood on his own.
Yeah.
But when you make excuses for Trump, and then you're going to tell people to pull themselves up by their own bootstraps, and there's nothing in the system that's against them, that's going after them, but yet you believe a system is going after Donald Trump, you are a fool. And I'm not voting. I wouldn't vote for you. And any black person that was trying to write and say, "Oh, Larry Elder told off Charlemagne," you should have gave $1 to him, and then he would have been on the thing tonight.
So he would have qualified to debate.
Thank you. You busy with the little fingers in Instagram and YouTube, but you're not supporting them with your money.
Now, going back to what you said earlier about the young people,
right?
The young black people. Why? The people that you say are liking Trump, interested in Trump, do they honestly don't see negative at all either?
They do, but they like it. They like that rebel.
They like the negative.
They like the rebel, okay. Yeah. I understand young people. It's old people that's stupid to me. Okay. All right, that's it. I'm done because I'm sick of this thing not going off and not working and us trying to figure out how to get it to work.
Is it freezing still?
Yeah, I don't know. All right, y'all. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Always believe. And that was another Woods Report. See y'all later.